Hey everyone, this is episode 3 of Caring Counts, where I talk about service, social empathy, and the power of caring. Every now and then, in these vlogs, I'm just going to share a story. So today I'm going to tell you the story of when Gary Vee met Maritime Macho Man. 4 years ago, I read a book called The Thank You Economy by Gary Vaynerchuk. I had no idea who he was, but to say this book changed everything for me would be an understatement. The term caring counts actually came from this book, because the book basically talked about how you build relationships in real life. You can do the same thing on social by actually listening and paying attention. And when the question arose, how do you win in the business game as far as your employees and your marketing? And his answer was to care like hell. So let me tell you this story. After I read this book, I literally was talking about social all the time with my friends and everywhere. And eventually I get a text from my friend, Mark. And Mark said, "Your boyfriend's coming to town." And I have a wife and she's wonderful. My kids are wonderful. But I knew who he was talking about. He was talking about Gary Vee. Come to find out, he was coming to a conference in Halifax. And I wanted to show Gary that I got it. I got what his message was. And I know there's a few things about him from listening to his keynotes, that he loved Lionel Richie and he loved 80s wrestling, especially Macho Man. So I went home, pulled out a box of wrestlers I have, the old ones. You know those ones that if you threw them at someone, it would knock them out? So I pulled out this tub of wrestlers from the attic, found Macho Man, and the restaurant that I managed at the time had tartan kilts. Nova Scotia, our province, has tartan. I actually went and I bought some tartan and made a little kilt for Macho Man. So fast forward to the day of the event. My friend Mark and I, we're sitting there second row, we're the first people there, and we set up shop and we're just waiting for people to come in, and they start trickling in. I reach down in my bag and I pull out Macho Man. And my friend Mark is like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Dude, that's Gary's favorite wrestler." He's like, "Yeah, but why is it here?" I'm like, No, it's good. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's good. And I sat him on the table. And my friend Mark was like, "Dude, I'm going to go onto the table. This is ridiculous." But I left it. So Gary starts talking, and he's going on and talking about all the things he always talks about. I was enthralled, and I started taping it. And here's what happened.
In this room, if they're not going to twitter.com/search every day and searching their name, is that Macho Man Randy Savage?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, got distracted. Macho Man is my favorite wrestler of all time. His wrestling figure's on that table. I'm very excited. That's why I'm going to show him.
And he's wearing a kilt. That's a kilt. It's not a skirt, it's a kilt, just so you know.
I follow Robin Piper. Guys, this guy ruined the keynote. I've lost my train of thought.
Yeah, so I kind of messed up his keynote, but obviously it's Gary. He came right back in and got right back on point. But it was kind of cool, right? That he noticed that. I had no idea that was going to happen, but it was interesting. But what was more interesting is what happened next.
Scale that now on Twitter and social networks, because you can get actual recon of who that person is. And we've closed a lot of business by understanding, listen, you want to do business with me? The first person that's getting a picture and a hug is the man that brought the Macho Man Randy Savage. Done. You know why? Because he's followed me and he knows that's my favorite wrestler of all time. And that matters to me. And that created context. And we've engaged online and on Twitter. And so I already have more feelings towards him than a lot of the rest of you.
So he comes off stage, and true to his word, this happens. We all know in the social media marketing world, Gary Vaynerchuk is a very polarizing guy. People love to hate him. People love to love him. I met him through the Thank You Economy. That's how I got introduced to how Gary is and who he is. And when I listen to him, I know everything he talks about is from the heart. I will always respect Gary Vaynerchuk. He's who got me started on my next journey, which is Caring Counts, is where I'm on right now. And I'll always be thankful for what Gary, if you ever see this, what you did for me without even knowing. In the last few years, I've learned so much in social about how the things work, and things are moving so fast but it's always based in the same philosophy that I learned through Gary, but also in my years of customer service in general. And the way I like to look at social is this. Social media is not about collecting people. It's about connecting with people. Analytics matter. Yes. Metrics matter. 100%. You got to make sure things are working. But don't forget, social is about being social. And connecting with people can build that relationship that can take you places that you could only dream of. Anyways, that's my story of Maritime Macho Man and Gary Vee. Always remember that caring counts, whether in business or in life. Cheers.